Well, here we have a White House petition to declare George Soros a terrorist and seize all his related organizations' assets under the RICO and NDAA law. I don't even know what that NDAA law is. It's pretty bad, though. I'm going to tell you right now, it's pretty bad that the presidency's got this kind of power because depending on who's elected, oh God, could you imagine Hillary being elected? She'd be like seizing the assets of, I don't know, whatever, anybody. So here it goes on. I'll give you the link below. I'm going to just make a couple quick comments about this, but I'll read it to you. Whereas George Soros has willfully and on an ongoing basis attempted to destabilize and otherwise commit acts of sedition against the United States and its citizens, I should also mention he does this in all these other countries, has created and funded dozens and probably hundreds of discrete organizations whose sole purpose is to apply Adelinsky model terrorist tactics to facilitate the collapse of the systems and constitutional government of the United States, and has developed unhealthy and undue influence over the entire Democratic Party and a large portion of the U.S. federal government. Just as a side note, I could tell you there's one candidate they had in the Democratic Party I would have voted for in 2 seconds flat was Jim Webb. Of course, he didn't even get to first base. They're mocking the hell out of him on Saturday Night Live. Jim Webb was the former Secretary of the Navy. Actually, he was in my chain of command when I was in. Not that I'm bragging that I'm a veteran, because God, I'm so sick of those people that do that. But he was also, but he was a highly decorated Vietnam veteran, and those are the type of people usually that, if they were in a situation where they had to help out their fellow soldiers, Marines, or airmen, or sailors, and they went against all odds and risking their lives. Those are usually very much stand-up people. You can trust them. It's not so much that they got some medals. It's just how they are. It's in their character. That's what Jim Webb's about. I would have voted for him for Democrat, no problem. God, it would have been great. But he didn't make it anywhere near in the primaries where he needed to go. So the DOJ, Department of Justice, should immediately declare George Soros and all its organizations and staff members to be domestic terrorists and have all of his personal and organizational wealth and assets seized. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, but it ain't gonna happen, I guess. But it's something you could sign, if you want to. If you want to, I don't think too many people are aware of it, so there'll be a few more people aware of it. And I put it out on my channel, so and I know I'm not sure if it's going to be advertiser friendly or not. It should be advertiser friendly, but it's getting really crazy out there. So, well, let me also say that in Virginia, it looks like Soros was behind a lot of that stuff. When the car hit the people, the guy that was driving the car, I don't know if you was aware of this. He was an Obama supporter for many years and also a Hillary supporter. And he supposedly switched to Trump, became a Trump supporter in November 2016 after Trump won the election. So tell me what that was about. Then the cops were told to stand down, and actually they got police telling that they were told to stand down to allow the event to happen. So all the major media came in there with the freaking cameras and blah, blah, blah. And you know who's behind it? George Soros, okay? And he's probably likely the one behind strong-arming YouTube. Probably is, because he's heavily invested in Facebook. I know that, and he bought up a lot of shares in Snapchat. So he's very much trying to influence the social media. I'm going to also tell you this: the main reason Hillary Clinton lost the election, well, she could have easily won the election with all the rigged electronic votes we got out there, but what happened was she became a liability in the eyes. In other words, the people that were backing her realized she ain't going to get a damn thing done. It's going to cause so much non-cooperation in the public. The fact that she's going to be in office, there's going to be people looking at every little thing she does, who backed her, and it's going to shed light on the cockroaches behind the scenes that were the money that gave her the money. So they basically let Trump win. Believe it or not, that's what happened. Okay? And I've been saying, I know YouTube didn't like this video I put out. I'm saying they're going to pull out Oprah for 2020 maybe. I don't know. They don't even know what they're going to do. But I can tell you one thing. There's a major danger here that ever since the war between the states, the office of the presidency has gotten so strong. That's really wrong. It's not supposed to be that way no matter who's in office. The fact that you can have George Soros declared a terrorist, and I mean, you can apply this to anybody in the future, right? I know he is a terrorist, you know, but you can apply it to anybody. Depends on who's in power. We don't have emperors in the office in the way we do though today. That's one thing that's really screwed up about this whole concept, because I always said, and I'm actually leaning more and more towards Trump now, but I could tell you that the one concept I never liked is that if you can elect a strong leader to fix things, a strong leader can come in there to undo things. You don't, a strong leader to fix the economy, that's fascism by definition. I'm not for that. People fix the economy. The government laying off the economy fixes the economy. They've got so much crap. There's so many regulations out there that it's killing all the small businesses. That's really what's going on. That's part of their game. I don't want to go down that trail too long, but yeah, if you want to sign this, that'll be cool. Just trying to make some more people aware of it. So, and they did reach the goal of 100,000 already, and declaring Antifa, I call anti-freedom agitators instead of anti-fascists, which is funded by Soros, of declaring that a domestic terrorist organization. But you might want to look that one up, and I'll put the link for that one down there, and you might want to sign that one too. Alright, over now.